Hi, this is Candace. Thanks so much for joining my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. Today I'm going to talk about some products that I'm using on my natural curly hair, my like afro puff going on here. I have a little bit of color, which you may or may not be able to see. But mostly my hair is natural with not a lot going on because the color is basically grown out. All the things that I use tend to be conditioners. I very rarely use shampoo. I just find that it makes my hair really streaky, and I used to think that streaky sound was a good thing, but it actually really isn't. So I very rarely use shampoo. Only if I've been like in the mud, in the woods, working out really hard, maybe in the pool, do I use shampoo, or if it's been a couple months and I feel like I need to do a little clarifying reset. But other than that, on a daily basis, every other day, I use conditioner for my hair, and it's been working out for at least the last couple years now. For me, my hair goes through these stages where it really likes something and then it's over it. It behaves like a real person in that by the time I finished using a bottle of conditioner, if I were to open a second bottle, my hair is just not going to work the way it did originally. So what I tend to do is have a series of products that I rotate, and once one bottle is done, then I move on to the next one, and then the next, and then come back perhaps to the original. So some days I get to do a full-blown wash and go, and other days I just have a few minutes in between when one kid has woken up and the other kid needs something to eat, to just kind of haul my hair together. And so what this is actually a second day pullback, like an easy pullback, and I use for that a product that I've like hobbled together myself. So I just like this spray bottle so I didn't have to run out and buy a new one, and I cover it so that I know that this is the one that is like a homemade. And what I do is I add my favorite conditioner of the month, which this month is the Suave Professionals. I add some of that with some oil and some water, and that becomes my leave-in spray. And what I do is I just spritz the curls to kind of rehydrate them, use a bristle brush, and then just kind of, just make magic happen and keep spritzing it until, it doesn't look like a forest fire mess anymore. But this has been working really well for me. So let me show you the products that go in the conditioner of the month, which is Suave Naturals. I am using also a vitamin E oil. It's kind of like a simple off-brand vitamin E oil. I really like it because it has a couple other kinds of oils mixed in there: safflower, sunflower, sweet almond, soybean. I don't know what that's for, but anyway, it's a mix. It's a good mix, and so I felt pretty good about that. And then the other thing that I saw quite a few people talking about is Jamaican black castor oil. So I picked that up from my local hair supply store. This bottle here was $6. I saw a few other brands that were anywhere, $3, and I think that those are actually mixed oils. It's not like pure oil, up to $12. So I got a midline one to try it first, and I add that into my everyday spray. It smells really good. Black castor oil didn't ring to me like something I really wanted to try, but once I got a hold of it and smelled it and mixed it with all the other things that I really like, it's working out pretty well. It's actually a skin and hair treatment, and this one is infused with coconut, which really helps that smell. So you can really use this for anything. I was using it on my baby's eczema, mixed with some vitamin E oil and some cream, some lotion, to try and just like really hydrate his skin. It really was working well for that. So I find that this and the vitamin E oil, they leave a little bit of a shine on my hair, and a softness that feels pretty good. So I really like that. And that's new over the last 2 months. I think I just got it recently. Let's talk about the LCO method. So the LCO method is something that I just learned about recently in this, the natural hair community. It stands for liquid, cream, and oil. And that's why I picked up a few oils, because I usually don't use oil on my hair, but wanted to try this. So I start with my conditioner that I use in the shower, which this month is the Aussie or the Suave Professionals. Then I have been using this Carol's Daughter Hair Milk. This is the first time that I'm using this, that I'm using Carol's Daughter at all. I haven't tried any of her products. This one is the first one, and I really like it. It smells good. The smell is a little bit strong, so I tend to only use a little bit of it at a time. But it is a clean kind of coconut butter, no, not cocoa butter, olive oily kind of smell, which is nice. You know, it's not over the top, but it is strong. So if you like a good strong smell, this is definitely going to do it for you. So I start with my conditioner, and then I get my cream, which is this, and then my oil, which is the vitamin E oil, and I put that in at the end, and that ends up giving me a little bit of a sheen to my hair. I've been doing it for the last month or so, and I don't find anything particularly mind-blowing about it, but I do find that it's having me, like, it's an easy way for me to remember to use a couple different products, whereas in the past I kind of just hobble together whatever I feel like, whatever I can see, whatever is like within my grasp, and this now feels like a nice routine that I can get behind for a little while. I think there's some actual reasoning for why the method has been created, you know, to have the conditioner soften your hair, the cream adds more, or I think it's the liquid adds moisture to your hair, the cream softens your hair, and then the oil seals in all of that stuff. When you're thinking about the science of the hair cuticle and all of that jazz, that's why this stuff works. But in reality, you really just want something that works and smells good and feels good and leaves your hair looking good for at least the whole day, and, you know, points if it lasts through to the next day or a couple days. So I can get behind this method. I'm going to keep trying it. I'm probably going to try a few other products to see if there's some that work better than the others, but for now, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm very new to being very specific about what kind of products that I use. I've always just used whatever was on sale, whatever I could get my hands on, and in some cases things that were recommended to me by other people. The fancy natural hair products tend to be very expensive, and you know, that's all relative because I'm used to spending, you know, $3 to $5 on a you know, drugstore brand like a Suave or a Pantene or a Aussie or Herbal Essence or Dove. Actually, I really like the Dove hair care products. Those are really good. That's for another time. But anyway, so I typically use those and spend anywhere from $3 to $5 on a bottle. And so when I get to the natural hair products, the branded natural hair products that are Shea Moisture, Carol's Daughter, Miss Jessie's, Kinky Curly, you know, all of those things, they tend to be $10, $15, almost $20 a bottle. So I really don't trying too many of those all at once, or else then I'll need a whole budget line to make that work. So sometimes when I'm at someone's house and they have something, they tell me about it and I might try it, and if I find that it's nice, then I'm willing to go out and spend the money on it. But otherwise I wait for a sale. Sometimes there's some really good sales on Shea Moisture at the drugstores, buy one get one free, buy one get one half off. That's a good deal. Buy certain things and you get a gift card back from Target. You can use that towards a purchase, and that would help offset the cost of some of these hair products that are a little more expensive. So I like to do a mix of the two, and I find that it's working all right for me now. So that means that it's taking me a little bit longer to get through some of the, you know, the whole line of natural hair products, but I'm getting there. So this is the last couple months, these are the products that I've been using, and some of them are hits and some of them are, you know, things that I always come back to. Suave Aussie, if you have curly hair, it's going to do really well for you. I don't know much about products for straight hair because my hair isn't straight, but definitely if you have curly hair, whether, you know, sort of natural like mine or any other kind of curly hair in itself is its own monster, and it takes my little guys over here. Been really quiet. Hey guy, you participating? So he's been pretty quiet. So I'm not going to take advantage of him anymore. And thanks so much for joining my channel. If you have any questions about the products that I'm using or the way that I do my, fro, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.